Om Namah Parvati Pate, Har Har Mahadev, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Let's begin the post-match analysis between Kolkata Knight Riders versus Chennai Super Kings at Eden Gardens. A must-win game for Kolkata Knight Riders if they have to stay alive for the playoffs. Chennai Super Kings is done and dusted. Like I predicted, Chennai would play more freely. Their attitude is more like judging individual performances to be able to make a better team next year rather than go for wins that don't really matter this season. KKR, everything depends. Every little event in the match depends on the outcome and their ability to qualify for the playoffs. So clearly the pressure difference was way different between the two teams, and we could clearly see the way they played. So KKR won the toss and elected to bat first. Quite surprising that chasing in Eden Gardens, maybe the dew comes in, but they said that dew will not come, so the pitch might get slower. That's what was the reason was. But for some reason, I thought they should have chased instead. KKR could have put down CSK into a smaller total. See, when there's an away game for a team, they do not have much of an idea on how the pitch will behave. It's better if they bat first, make mistakes, have less idea of what a proper target would be, and then you play your game accordingly, rather than you bat first and you show them how to bat on this pitch basically. And that's exactly what happened. Anyways, let's go for the team selection first. KKR, obviously, they had some change. Apparently Venkatesh Iyer had some stitches in his hand and Manish Pandey was replaced in. Finally he got a game. The guy who's needed for the middle order, plays spin well. And Chennai Super Kings, I thought they were gonna go with the same 11, but like I said, they're judging individual performances, so they replaced 3 people. Conway, Urvil Patel and Ashwin returned. I think Deepak Hooda, Sam Curran and Sheikh Rashid got a break. So 3 changes, pretty major changes. Definitely CSK is getting a better idea of what their squad would look like next year. So KKR started to bat. Gurbaz hit some aggressive shots but then got out quite early. Right when he got out, I could tell the pitch had some grip. He has a hard, he hits hard shots with hard hands. And on this kind of a pitch, you can't do that. Again, KKR was trying to look for 200 and they did have a mini collapse, but somehow, thanks to Andre Russell, Manish Pandey's innings, they managed to go up to 179, which means 180 was the target for CSK, which is their kryptonite. They haven't chased 180 since I don't know when. Rahane, as usual, does really well in the power play. Narayan did his good job. Ashwin was brought in against him, the matchup of off-spinner left-hander. But little do they know that in 48 balls that Ashwin has bowled to Narayan, Narayan has scored 118 runs versus Ashwin and only got out once. Clearly, Ashwin does not enjoy bowling to Narayan, but Narayan certainly enjoys batting against Ashwin. And that's exactly what happened. The first over went for 16 runs, but later on, Ashwin started bowling really, really well. He gave 2 runs in the next over and then like 5-7 runs, and overall his economy was very good in the grand scheme of things. Narayan somehow got unlucky by Noor. The ball went behind him, it started rolling towards the stumps and Narayan was at the front. Little did he know that you should not leave the crease when there's a spinner bowling and there's MS Dhoni back at the stumps. And MS Dhoni did MS Dhoni things and Narayan got out. Somehow Raghuvanshi didn't even last long. In like 2 deliveries, Raghuvanshi got out as well, same over. So a game-changing over for CSK and KKR. But Russell and Rinku and Manish Pandey made sure that KKR went up to a good total. Russell did exactly what he did in the last match. Took his time and then bashed almost every bowler. Rinku is the kind of guy who seems like he takes his time, but he can start hitting from ball 1 as well. A lot of people have not realized that he's developed that ability. Manish Pandey was taking his time. The beauty of Manish Pandey's inning is he avoided a collapse that could have happened against spinners. If Manish Pandey was not there anchoring at one end, Russell and Rinku would not be able to play those innings. So when both of them got out, Pandey had played about 20-25 balls and then he started attacking. He has all range of shots. He can hit Pathirana as well. He can hit fast bowlers. He's had a good record against Malinga as well. And then he also nullified spin, the threat of spin. And overall, it looks like he played a slow innings, but if Manish Pandey hadn't played, Russell and Rinku wouldn't have been able to play as freely and KKR would have been in a way below par score. Obviously, when CSK came out to bat, they were going to go hard. Why? Because there was a little signs of rain. So MS Dhoni was very clever that he had given the Duckworth-Lewis probably instructions that in this much amount of over, you need to score this much amount of runs. So every single CSK batsman was going hard, which is why within the power play, they were at like 60-70 runs power play, but they were a loss of like 4 or 5 wickets. Ayush Matre got out on a 2-ball duck. Again, hard hands. The ball was gripping, it was slow, and he gave a catch at, I think, point or cover. I think point. And then Conway could not read the Moeen Ali's ball at all. Clear off spinner versus left-hander. Got out. Urvil Patel was looking in really good touch. He seemed like he could take away the game alone. But Harshit Rana, the wicket taker, whenever he gets bashed, he somehow still managed to come up with a plan to get wickets. And he got Urvil Patel. Then Jaddu seemed like in good touch, but Varun Chakravarti, too good for him. And pretty much Ashwin was promoted number 4. I didn't understand why. Then he also got out. Harshit Rana got him. Then it was pretty much Shivam Dubey and Dewald Brevis, and then later on MS Dhoni, who would have to do the job. And boy, they did it. Dubey took his time. He was doing the anchoring role, what Manish Pandey was doing. But Dewald Brevis just smashed Vaibhav Arora 30 runs in an over and completely changed the momentum. And pretty much CSK started believing that they could actually win this even if the game happens for 20 overs. And that's exactly what happened. 25 ball, 52 for Dewald Brevis, but then got out. Then Dubey and Dhoni, formalities. Dubey got out in like the second last over, but then you had Dhoni. You had 10-15 runs left only. Because they were going hard from the beginning, they had much less runs left, even though they were losing wickets. So clearly CSK started playing more aggressively, and you could see it. Even if this was a 190, 195, I think CSK would have chased it decently. So Dhoni finished it off in style, and CSK beat KKR. Problem with CSK, what I thought was their batting lineup was different, batting order was different, new people. But that's when I got to know that CSK is not playing to win games. They're playing to judge individual performances on who will be part of the squad next year. So quite smart from them. KKR, where did they go wrong? I think Vaibhav Arora's over. You got to introduce Russell earlier. You can't put Russell at 19th over. If Vaibhav Arora was not gone for 30 runs in that over, things would have been different. KKR's strategy was scrambled, to say the least. They never make sense at times. They were winning the games somehow. So that's what I think is the conclusion of the game. And that's it for post-match analysis. Now let's get on to the game of Punjab Kings versus Delhi Capitals. It's supposed to be at Dharamshala. I think it's still going to happen. I'm not sure what the situation is there because the airports are shut. But let's assume it's going to happen at Dharamshala. Delhi's traveling to Punjab. Must-win game for both. Especially Delhi Capitals if they have to stay alive for the qualification scenario. Punjab Kings has a better chance already because they're playing good cricket and they're in the top 3. But if Punjab wants to be in top 2, they would probably have to win this game. So slightly pressure would be on Delhi Capitals, but Punjab Kings would be in a lot of confidence. On paper, it's easy to say that Punjab Kings will beat Delhi. But can Delhi beat Punjab? I think so. The only thing Delhi Capitals has to do is stop tinkering with their top order. Because if it's going to be in Dharamshala, you might need an aggressive batsman up top. Maybe they should bring in Jake Fraser-McGurk. He could give you that momentum. He could give you when the ball moves a little, he could negate that because he's used to those Australian conditions. Him with Faf would be could be a very potent opening because Porel will struggle on that. I guarantee you Porel will have a low score. When the ball moves a bit and there's a good enough bounce, Porel will struggle. You need someone like counter-attacking, does not care what the pitch is, does not care who the bowler is, like Jake Fraser-McGurk. If he scores like 40 of 20, his job is done. He doesn't have to score 70 or 80. He has the capability, but let's be realistic. So I think Jake should get a game. Although, like I said, there should be stability in top order, but just give him that one game. Because even in BBL last year, he didn't score any of the games, but then towards the end in the final or something, he scored like a 95 out of 40 balls. So you've got to trust Jake Fraser-McGurk. And Faf could open with, I think Karun Nair should be replaced and dropped, and Porel should be at 3. Maybe Samir Rizvi could be added, but they'll probably go with Asutosh Sharma in the lower order. So middle order is going to be the same, but please, they need to make sure that their impact rule, they go with the batsman. Clearly, you need 7 or 8 batsmen. Stop tinkering with the we might need an extra bowler type of rule. So if Delhi Capitals is just these little things with the bowling attack they have, they could sneak off a win. But my prediction is obviously Punjab is going to beat Delhi Capitals. It'd be interesting to see, in the points table if they win it. And if Delhi Capitals does those key changes and strategy changes, they have the capability to challenge any team. So just because for gut feeling, because it's a must-win game, I'm going to put my money on Delhi Capitals. One bad game they had against Hyderabad, thankfully they got saved because of the rain. They won't repeat that mistake. So I'm going to go with Delhi Capitals win against Punjab, even though I'm a Punjab Kings fan. But yeah, let's just see how interesting the IPL becomes. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do press the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And do follow me on my Instagram, where I post my predictions every day. So that's it for today's video, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.